explosions. No, the tenders are coming here. You don't have water, five. How can you get it here? Oh shucks, what you gotta get water here? What in it?
Excuse me, thank you.
My God.
They want him.
No, man. All right, let it do the work. You don't get type it up. You're injured doing the work. So the Guyanese critic is coming to you from Regent Street, where a fire has that started at a building that was burned down only months ago, now has moved on to Singh's Electronics, destroyed Singh's Electronics, and is threatening Dure's Fashion and Harvey's store. Huh? Who is inside the building? Fire already inside. My God. The guy get water here, buddy. Water here. Where is security for this yard there?
What I call you? Let me go up together.
So just to give you an understanding of what's going on, the Guyanese critic is coming to you from Regent Street for Daybreak News. Now, just where this empty area is, recently the Sashi's building would have burned down there. Recently the Sashi, the area, they put up a kind of a ban to sell stuff for Christmas time. That has been completely destroyed. Now, Singh's Electronics, where's Singh's Electronics? Is completely destroyed, and Dore's, a building that houses Dore's Fashion and Harvey, is being threatened presently. Firefighters are struggling to get enough water to soak the building, and oh my God, it's very frustrating to stand and look and not be able to do anything to help yourself. Whoa. And there were loud explosions. I don't know what is inside that building, but a number of loud explosions. So the police are on the ground. I see GPL on the ground trying to contain the area. And at this time, the paves are flooded. I don't know what would have caused this fire, but I know it's damages in the amounts of hundreds of millions of dollars here. Sometimes I'm lost for words to try to explain these stories. Now they're fighting with this blaze, and then they gotta fight to save this building. Oh my God, the fire is already inside of this building. So the firefighters are trying to open the doors and get in to contain. I think this building is abandoned. The upstairs is abandoned of some sort. Oh my God. It seems that water is out. 2 hoses, no water. Water comes back again. They're trying their best. They're trying their best. Oh my God. Y'all didn't come out with keys? Huh? Oh my God. It seems the firefighters are going to be able to contain the fire from going to. So it seems that the police are trying to clear the area to ensure I'm going in here, I'm going in here. I want you to think of thief in though. That's my partner place, it's Glenn place. I'm going in there. I want to go upstairs there. So the police want to be out to the area. Y'all hold on for me. Let me go and get a better position. Oh my God. So I'm gonna go so the fire department tried to cut locks to get into this building because fire is on this building too. And luckily for the Royal Jewel House, the building is basically scorched. So for those of you who have just tuned in, the Guyanese Critic is coming to you from Regent Street between Camp and Wellington Streets, where fire has completely decimated 2 buildings and firefighters are fighting to save another. Now the first building that you see there, that the clear area there, is a quick fix ban was recently put up there with intention to do business for Christmas. That was Sashi building, and a couple months ago that building was burned down. Tonight somehow that area caught fire again after they put up a new band, and I think they might have packed it with goods for Christmas. It so happens that fire has extended to what we know as the Sings building, not center, on Regent Street. That's completely destroyed, and now firefighters are trying to save this building here. Now I wondering if this building here is, oh, they got a step down there. I can get upstairs. I can get upstairs and get a better shot for y'all. Y'all bear up with me. I up on top some blue fence. Bear up with me. Let me get a good shot for you guys. Very, very sad situation. I hope this people ain't got dog in this yard there. Guys, I can get my ass bite. For those of you who have just tuned in, the Guyanese Critic is coming to you from Regent Street for Daybreak News. I'm there, bye. Yeah, what are you looking for? No, we ain't got no known characters, no. There are no known characters in there. There's only one well-known character. Not known characters. One well-known character. I'm making my way upstairs to get a better shot for you guys. Alright? And there's a building under construction. And I'm gonna give you a shot that you will be able to see everything. Yeah. So this is the situation. This is where Sashi building used to be, that burnt down months ago. And this is the North Center. That's the Harvey's building that firefighters are trying to save presently. Very sad situation. For those of you who have just tuned into Daybreak News with the Guyanese Critic, I'm coming to you live. Wow, look at how that door, that's a door there, turned red with heat. That means fire is raging in that building. Oh, it's still going on in here. Yeah. Firefighters are trying to, let me see if I walk in before I pass through these little floors. Firefighters are trying to save this building here. They're trying to cut downstairs there right now to get in. I see GPL emergency crew just on the ground. The police are here and trying to deal with crowd control, the block off from Wellington and Camp Street. So the police are on the ground and everybody's trying their best. The fire department is pulling water from a water tender. The thing was up on the road car now. It's called fire hydrant. Right here, there's a fire hydrant. And I see one of the store owners, Price Right store owner, is here and he's on the ground too. I just see him walk across there. Oh my. Very sad situation. Firefighters are struggling to get in to that building just to save, because you see some of the window, the building is scorched and smoke coming from inside. So there's a bit of a blaze inside that building. Oh my God. For those of you who've just tuned in, and then 2 buildings down, not 2 buildings down, 1 building from this one is Gyle gas station. That's what makes this situation so much more dangerous. This is the Gyle gas station right here. So firefighters are struggling to ensure that it doesn't reach to this point. I'm hoping they can save this building here. So let me see if I could go a little higher and get a better view for you guys. For those of you who have just tuned in to Daybreak News with the Guyanese Critic, I'm coming to you from Regent Street between Camp and Wellington Streets. And there's a fire that so far has caused millions of dollars in damages, hundreds of millions. Oh my. Wow. Wow, this gives you a different view. Oh, let me see where I walk in. So I am basically 3 stories above, 4 stories as a matter of fact. I'm in a building just across the road. The fire department is trying their utmost, but when it comes to these 2 buildings, they're completely destroyed. The fire department is now trying to contain the fire to these 2 buildings, this area here alone. This area was recently built. A wooden and zinc structure was built to accommodate sales for Christmas. This was the Sashi's building. If you guys remember, Sashi's building went up in flames a few months ago. Luckily, the building for the wind side, for the eastern side, the Royal Jewel House building has just been scorched and damages to the gutter, and thankfully I think the fire department already have ladders onto that building just in case they need to do anything over there. Firefighters are pulling out zincs to try to get the place soaked properly. Firefighters are also trying to access this Dure's building, the building that houses Dure's fashion and the Harvey store and price. They're trying to access that building presently with the hope of going in and dousing the flame. If you see smoke coming out from the building, if you see smoke and there's a bit of a flame coming out in smoke, so they're trying to douse that fire, unfortunately, and they have to save this because the next area here is the Gile gas station, and we don't want this kind of fire around gasoline, period. I remember years ago somebody used to live in the upper flat of this building. That's the next worry. Was anybody, I know this building doesn't have anybody inside, but was anybody here? Did this building have a security guard? How did the fire begin? All of these are worrying questions. Firefighters are now trying to douse this building here to ensure that the flames don't go across. So let me see if I could go even higher and get a better picture for you guys. Very sad situation here today. Wow. This place is under construction. We got a next story. Wow. My God. The destruction. Oh. So for those of you who've just tuned in to Daybreak News with the Guyanese Critic, I'm coming to you from Regent Street, where there's a fire that has already caused hundreds of millions of dollars in damages, completely decimated 2 properties, and it is just between camps. That is Camp Street. That's the Footsteps building you're seeing there. This is GBTI Bank, the Royal Jewel House building right here, that has so far only been scorched, fortunately and thankfully. And then this here, this clear area you see here, is an area, a building, 3-story building was recently burnt and the Nut Center was saved. This building was completely destroyed. The Sashi's building was destroyed a few months ago, and I was informed that a fire of unknown origin began maybe about an hour ago, and loud explosions were heard right here. That fire that is thought to have begun here, we were Sashi's building, and they recently built a barn just to sell stuff for Christmas season. That fire has extended and destroyed what we know as the Nut Center building that housed a lot of businesses there. And now firefighters are trying to ensure it does not extend to the Harvey's building, where Dure Fashion is housed, and Price Right And this building is just before the Gile gas station, so it's very important for firefighters at this time to contain this fire at this point. Very, very unfortunate situation for some business owners here now, who would have already lost hundreds of millions of dollars. And with the Christmas season coming on, this is not going to be a Merry Christmas for some. It's a case whereas a lot are not going to have jobs for Christmas. Unfortunately, at a trying time where an election has damped the spirits of our country, a pandemic have put a damp on world affairs, and as we try to move forward, there's still the everyday normal disaster that we wish that wouldn't happen. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 fire tenders on the ground. You got police taking care of crowd control. It seems that the fire department is going to get this fire under control. Finally, I see they're carrying hoses up into that building, so it seems that they're going to get control of the fire finally, thankfully. So let me make my way around here. Wow. So the firemen are trying to go up onto this building, and as much as, you know, when I came they said they're a little late with the water. In the process, firemen are here risking their lives. You know, too many times we look past that in our anguish and our interest, our personal interest. You know, there's a lot of loss here, but nonetheless, is our Guyanese brothers and sisters are on the ground there, and they go into the path of danger to save, you know, property of people they don't even know. So, with all our shortcomings, we gotta still pay. With everyone's shortcomings as Guyanese, you know, we gotta still pay respect to our firefighters, because when it comes to it, they risk their lives to get the job done in whatever little way they understand to get it done. So in wrapping up, the Guyanese Critic is coming to you for Daybreak News on Regent Street, where 2 buildings have been completely destroyed. What was originally the Sashi building, that was burnt months ago, and they had a kind of a makeshift barn built, and I think it was stocked with some kind of stuff with intention to sell it for Christmas time. That was said to have caught fire earlier and has been completely destroyed. And the Nut Center, who knows from the Nut Center days, the Singh family Nut Center building, that has now, which was saved months ago, while the Sashi building alone was destroyed, has now been completely destroyed. The eastern neighbor, the Royal Jewel House building, has been scorched to some extent, and they have had the impact of seeing disaster right next door to them 2 times within, you know, a short period of time. Now these 2 buildings are destroyed, and the fire department, the Guyana Fire Service, is trying to save the Harvey's building that houses a furniture store, appliances store, Price, right in the Dure fashion. They're trying to save that presently because a bit of fire caught on inside that building earlier. Police are on the ground and dealing with traffic control. They're containing the area, and they're trying to ensure this doesn't reach to the Guile gas station, which we all know that wouldn't be nice for us. There's nothing to worry about, nothing to get excited about, because I know modern gas stations are built with safety mechanisms in place to deal with that, to ensure that the fuel that is in the tanks below the ground are shut off from any kind of things that happen at the top. So don't worry about that. But it's not nice to know that we lose a gas station. As a government gas station, government-owned entity, we wouldn't want to lose that right now. Nobody wants to lose anything. This whole situation is one unfortunate one, and we gotta try to work to ensure we try to stave off these kind of disasters from happening to us. The Guyanese Critic for Daybreak News from Regent Street, where 2 buildings have been completely destroyed and firefighters are trying to save and ensure. The firefighters have been able to quell the fire to some extent, so I feel satisfied to leave now saying that this has been contained. Highly unlikely anything getting out of control here at this time. Our firefighters from the Guyana Fire Service have it under control finally. Guyanese Critic for Daybreak News.